We live.
And we're live. Yes. It's a long time no see. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
Yeah, it has been a while.
It's actually been 2 weeks because we didn't do one the week of Kanine and we didn't do one last week either.
Very true.
Good thing
That's why we've recorded plenty in advance, except for now, up until now.
Yeah, we've got none in reserve now. We can build them up again.
We start banging them out this week, so we have some in reserve again.
Especially with summer coming up now.
Yeah, especially when Josh flakes out. Oh, I want to spend some time in the garden.
He needed the fucking time in the sun, mate. The mental health, all right. Anywho, enough of that, arseholes.
Right. How are we?
Not bad. I was gonna say we got like a
shoulder. A big old shoulder.
There you go. No, just the shoulder.
Sorry.
Well, Kai's like a co-host today. He's just gonna put his opinion in on everything every now and again. Or if we need like a crowd audio, like a crowd reaction clap or.
Yeah, I'll be doing the claps. Cheers.
Yeah. He's gonna be doing what's it called? Freaking ad libs for the. He's just doing ad libs for the fucking.
I'm doing sign language as well.
This fucking guy in the corner. You used to watch like kids' TV, and he used to have like obviously the guy doing the sign language.
Yeah.
The guy instead in a tank top. Do that again.
I'll bang it out. It's all good. Everyone knows.
It's that sign language, not the shapes.
We're all good.
Fucking hell. Right. Yeah. No. Pretty good to be fair. I'm trying to think like what I've been up to recently. So since the last podcast. So I would have been. I'm like a good few weeks into my cut now, which is not going amazing. I won't lie. I've dropped 1,000 calories, added cardio, and the body weight is still not moving. But fucking just taking it day by day now. Still not rushed yet because last thing I want to do is like plan on my calories and then can't even freaking function as a human. So because I've still got a job to do and whatnot. And it's not prep. I'm not like it's not live or die if I get in shape or not. But obviously I'm gonna try my best to do that. Yeah, man. And also, freaking not long to go to Barcelona now, so I'm pretty gassed.
How long is it now? When do you go?
4.5 weeks.
Yeah,
Where's it? May? End of May?
End of May.
Yeah.
James, your microphone's a bit quiet, mate. I don't know if that's just.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. I think it's just a bit far away.
Yeah, that's better. I'm sitting close to
Too chilled, mate. Too chilled.
Yeah, mate. Get up close and personal, bro.
Like,
Yeah, no. So it's end of May. Gassed.
that's quite like an early festival kind of event for summer, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it'd be perfect as well because it's Barcelona. So it won't be too hot. It'll still be warm, but
it'll be like mid-20s.
Yeah, it'll be like mid to low 20s.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty fucking excited.
Barcelona is class as well. I've been there for like a short weekend, and like this is such a vibe.
That's where I went to go and do my work experience to be a PT, and that's kind of where like my journey to coach started.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I did work experience with this guy called Sean James. I met him like we have our mums like mutual friends, and then they work together, and then he works in Dubai and Barcelona. He used to go between the two, and then basically like he let me go and do basically a week of work experience with him in Barcelona. It was pretty sick.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, better work experience than everyone else got. Some people work parents and shit.
I was working in a sports centre. I had to for uni until I got sacked because of COVID. That was fun.
That's how you started your coaching journey.
Yeah, that's how I started my coaching. So swings and roundabouts.
Yeah, mate. Well, my laptop's about to die, so you two chat amongst each other while I plug my laptop in because we do not want it to die.
Yeah, that's cool, mate.
Not me.
So update me on your training, Charlie. How's that?
Training, it's going really well. Considering I'm dieting as well. I think like 2.5 weeks in now, I've lost like nearly 8 pounds. So it's going all right. Calories have been dropped quite a bit.
Again, or just like in general?
Nah, just in general, like from like the baseline that it was at. It was like 800 carb, 250 protein, like 70 fat on a training day. Now it's like 400 carb, 50 fat. So it's been dropped a bit, but body weight's moving down, so it's spot on. That's what we want. Training's been really good. Like today's session, like some movements, I was like 3 reps up. It's really mad.
He's still progressing well.
Yeah, legs and back are flying. Like legs is ridiculous at the minute. Push sometimes takes a hit, especially on like dumbbell movements. I think just down to like stability and things like that. But overall, like as an overall like picture, training's going really well, and like 90% of stuff is still progressing at like a good rate. So yeah, I can't complain really. How's your reverse diet?
Yeah, it's going well. Like as we're slowly getting more calories added each week, lifts in the gym, like my workouts have been flying recently because obviously I've finally got the extra fuel I need for my workouts.
Yeah.
So especially on leg days because I've hated training legs in a deficit, but now like I'm coming to the end of it, I've got the extra fuel that I needed. Especially with like doing a hack squat, it's kind of like love-hate relationship because you need that extra fuel.
Mate, I don't know how you do that hack squat without any sleeves.
Yeah, I need to get some sleeves. I just haven't got any.
Yeah, that hack squat ruined my knee.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it really did.
Quite a flat platform.
Huh?
It's not steep, but it's not very flat, and like the foot platform's it's quite flat.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It just fucks it, and then I like spent some time away from it, and then started back on the Cybex hack when I like moved gyms, and Cybex doesn't cause me any issue.
Well, that's why it's Cybex.
Yeah, exactly. Cybex. But
but yeah. Touch on how we had to adjust your macros for you, James.
Oh yeah. In terms of my macros, so my macros since my cut-in calories, the fats have stayed the same, and they've only been 18 grams. And now we're coming on to like upping my calories. They've stayed the same, and we're just not happy with how low they are, were we, boys? So
no.
I said, I sent a message to Josh and Charlie, like, think of these fats, like they're this low, and you picked one up straight away, didn't you?
Yeah, instantly. I was like on smoke. Yeah. Using my new knowledge I got from my J3 university course, just absolutely blasting at 8.
So I've just like upped them myself now, so it's like a decent amount.
I used the protein a bit as well because you were doing an unnecessary amount of protein.
Yeah, not gonna lie, my appetite the last 3 days has been horrendous. But I don't know. Yeah.
What, good or bad?
No, bad.
Well, it's just not been there.
Yeah, not been there, but it's only the last few days. But I think it's a mixture of things. But I've not tracked for the past 2 days because I've been tracking everything so consistently, and just on a few days off and get back to it tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough.
Decent. I think that kind of summarizes kind of where we're all at. So should we move on to the recap portion of this episode?
For the Kanine event. Oh, what a night!
It was unreal. It had everything. And it just...
If you haven't seen already, Josh has got an amazing video out already to go and watch. James has got one coming soon.
Yeah.
James has got one coming soon. It's going to be equally as good. But check both of those videos out because they're unreal.
Even like not even speaking about the night out, the whole day was just decent.
Yeah, vibes.
Yeah, like, it was so good, especially and we have it all on camera, which was ideal.
I feel like I know people say like, oh, when you film stuff, you're not being in the moment, but I felt like we were so in the moment doing that stuff. Like I can literally remember every single thing we talked about, everything we did. Like it was just pretty sick because we were so conscious of like just being there and like trying to give people the most basically the closest experience of being there with us. I felt like it's like really made us like taking what can we show to like make people feel like they came along for the journey kind of thing.
Yeah, we were present at the moment, and the cameras were just like on anyway. Like we were literally the exact same, so captured every moment.
Yeah. So funny enough, somehow we stayed on time the whole day, which is a miracle because I was here because I'm notoriously like at least 10 minutes late to most things.
Yeah.
Not crazy. I'm never an hour late. Rob, 3 hours late.
3 hours late.
Yeah, which apparently wasn't his fault, but anyway. Yeah. So like we literally said, okay, we'll eat from 10 to what was it? We said we eat from 11 to 12, and then we'll train at 12. Finish at
2.
And then we'll get the 3:30 train ish, and then we ended up basically doing that everything to the team for a minute. Somehow,
I don't know how, but
yeah. Then we got the train into London, pretty smooth. Got there, ended up trying to get like absolutely ripped off for a donation. Like, don't get me wrong, like
Oh yeah.
fair, but like this guy walks up to us wearing like a Louis Vuitton fucking do rag, a Canada Goose like puffer jacket, and was like, "Yeah, I'm here like trying to like raise awareness for knife crime," and I was all right, cool, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a few quid or something. No,
yeah.
25 quid.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. I was gonna say because he's like, "Oh yeah, like just need like a little donation so I can hit my target for the day." And I was like, "Oh, I don't really have any cash." He's like, "Yeah, we take cards." I was like, "Motherfucker!" And then I was like, "Oh, how much is it then?" And he's like, 25 quid. I was like, "Are you mad? That's not a donation. That's a payment."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So apologise for people who would have had that money, but you don't have the funds for giving away 25 quid to any person.
Yeah, that was like more than our ticket for the night out.
It was the equivalent of pretty much the night how much we spent each hotel room.
Yeah,
which was 60 quid. It was like £62 or something.
It's mad.
So so there, got food at Pizza Express, was banging. Got some sick pictures by the Thames, and then we headed back, and ended up taking a pre-rave nap.
Yeah, it was very optimal nap.
It was optimal as fuck.
How did an hour and a half nap?
Did take a while to get to sleep.
Yeah.
James
at the
I did have a note.
Oh yeah.
My nose, like, I think my nose is bleeding.
Starts choking on blood.
Yeah. Also, reason my doctors told me why it bleeds when I'm lying down. So obviously, when you're standing up, your blood's circulating everywhere. When you're lying down, it all rushes to your head. And because there's so many like veins and blood points, it just mind fucked. So it just bleeds easy.
Right.
Yeah, that was fun.
So then Charlie started snoring like an absolute dickhead. So me and James are like just trying to sleep. He fell asleep somehow, but yeah.
Mate, my snoring sent you two to sleep, so I don't know what you're moaning at.
Every time I hear someone snoring now, all I can think is that TikTok goes, ah. And that's just when I tried to start snoring, I was like, oh, fuck's sake, because I just had that meme pop into my head. So funny. So I took our nap. Luckily we did as well, because we ended up getting really bored waiting for Rob. Because we're waiting for him and his gang to rock up so we could all go in together and have a little bit of prees together. Ended up obviously leaving late. Got there about 12:30. It took us about 20 minutes to get through the queue though. It was quite a long queue. Yeah.
Charlie picked the slowest lane.
Right, listen. Looking at all the lanes as an observation, that was the one with the shortest queue. So my mind thinks, yes, that is the one to go for, the quickest one, but turns out I was wrong.
Yeah, it was very wrong, mate. Anyway, saw IC3 pass through, we were like, wag one. And then, go into the venue, met Sinai and Beth, and then got freaking joined to this group of 3 girls instantaneously, because, that's just what happens apparently now whenever we go somewhere. Bless.
That happens, but yeah.
And then we headed in, we caught like the last 2 songs of Molly Collins, and then we saw a little bit of Unglued back to back.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? A little bit.
Yeah, like 5 minutes. And then Kanine started in his 2-hour set, which was fucking
unreal.
Oh, so good.
Unbelievable set. Hands down, one of my favourite sets of all time so far.
Yeah. It felt like it lasted ages as well.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Forever. Not that it was a bad thing, but like
no.
We took a break halfway through.
Yeah, we did.
Which I really annoyed about. Oh, can't we quit? We missed a few songs, which I'm really annoyed about.
Yeah. But do you think that venue was a bit too small for Kanine? Like, I felt like at the start it was way too packed.
It was.
It ended up being a sold out show.
Yeah, but like it was just so packed. But then after like half an hour when we built our space, it was all right. But like the first bit, I was like,
there.
Huh?
When we got right to the front, there was just
there was no one there.
And we're like, come on then. Fucking literally like a foot away from Kanine. Sick.
Chilling, yeah. But then we didn't get to see the lasers, so
No, I think I had enough of them. The first half of the rave, I had a fucking my brain was being
epileptic fit.
Those lasers were sick. I was freaking out like
water. Now, fuck me, mate. What the fuck was this?
They were so sick.
It's when he dropped the tap power double. Like that was fucking
Oh,
so,
that was good.
yeah, this for like it's bro, like after like half hour of this, I was frazzled.
Yeah, that was crazy. But it was just
Look at this! Look at the fucking look at the go! Hey!
it's, yeah, it was sick though. Like when it first came on, like it's the end part,
Unreal, mate.
we were just perfect level and it was just so good.
Yeah, and then then we saw the whole of Kanine. Then we kind of like we were like all of us like we were like pretty like we all felt a bit like we weren't tired, but like we were like okay, we're kind of done raving now. Like we like if we push any further, we'll probably just be like
We'll just be forcing ourselves to stay
Yeah,
out.
we'll just be
But do you know what? Also, like because the next act after Kanine was DJ Hype, I believe. It
Yeah.
wasn't like enticing enough for us to
Yeah.
stay for that. Do you know what I mean?
sick.
Say if like someone like K Motions or something, I feel like I'd like have the energy, find it somewhere to stay.
Yeah, if it was Voltage, I want to stay because Voltage he played the 5 to 6 slot.
Yeah.
And
If that
I
was
saw
like
the clip.
40
There were still bare people going at 5 to 6 a.m. I was like, mate,
Mad.
fuck fair play.
Mad.
Yeah, so we left at 4. 4. Yeah, we left at 4.
Yeah, about 4 because we chilled outside for a little bit.
Yeah, and then we headed back. We all kind of chilled, went to sleep, and then woke up the next day, got home.
Well,
It was a fucking beautiful
Say
day.
went to sleep. Say went to sleep. Josh
Okay,
just
I
lay
didn't
there with
sleep.
his eyes open.
I took a WOD pill, and I don't take pre-workouts with stimulants. So yeah, but I don't take any stimulation. I don't even like. I was having absolutely no stim pre-workout whatsoever, months and months. So like, max I'm having a day would be like
Stims, mate.
So yeah, so freaking that sent me. I literally was like lying there with my eyes closed for about 5 hours, which didn't feel great. I'm not gonna lie.
I had to force myself to get to sleep quick before Charlie. I was like,
So yeah, and then we came out the next day and it was a freaking beautiful day.
It was.
It was very euphoric.
unreal vibes.
Yeah, man. And then we all kind of just chilled out for a bit, and yeah, that's it.
Sick event and day in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to give too much detail because like we obviously want to leave it for you guys. We'd rather you guys watch the video. Videos when James does come out. So yeah, I think that kind of concludes that portion as well. Should we run off some Q&As?
Yeah.
It's like, should we say like 8 minutes, or 7 minutes? So like to make a 25-minute podcast, a nice short, sweet one.
Yeah, sounds
good. All right, who wants to go first?
fun.
I'll go first. Right. Good one. Right. Question. How to start online coaching? How to start your online coaching business? Let's just do like 2 or 3 tips.
Yeah.
Because this could be a whole episode in itself.
I would say do something like the JP site or the J3 University or the Physique Collective. Do something that's going to give you that high level of education. That's not like saying go and do your PC course. I feel like it's essential. Like I've learned so much from doing the J3 course, and like because you learn stuff like diet, training, PEDs, health, like all that kind of stuff. I feel like if you're not going to do your PT course, I feel like you should do that because you should have at least some kind of like credibility.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to build your knowledge around what you want to go into. So, but preferably finding a niche really helps a lot. So whether you like bodybuilding the most, make sure you build your knowledge around that sort of lifestyle kind of coaching. Well, it depends really. You can go into so many different things, but obviously, as you said, the PT course isn't enough. You need to be doing your own research, watching YouTube videos, investing in your own knowledge as the new courses, because the PT course like only teach the bare minimum.
Yeah.
It won't be that much, not gonna lie.
No, you don't need it to.
I would say get a coach yourself. Link in bio for my coaching.
Hey, I'm the one doing the YouTube, so it'll be up to me if I put in the link in the bio.
We could just go on my Instagram. Link in bio. But seriously, like, just from like having a coach, like you learn like so much, like, and you can ask like personal questions. You get to see like how a coach actually operates, so like within like check-ins and things like that. So it just gives you like an idea of how the whole process works and you can like use some of those ideas in your own sort of like setup sort of thing.
Do you want to say my mum's blowing dry your hair, pissing me off?
It's not bad, mate. I can't barely hear it.
I would say, as you said, get a coach. Learn from someone that's in a better position. So as we have social media nowadays, it's so easy just to message people, jump on a call with them, pick their brains, see what's working for them, and how you can incorporate this in your own coaching. Because one of the main factors I did, obviously on Instagram, we know quite a few people in the fitness industry. I just messaged every single coach I know, just asking for like any advice, and nine times out of 10, they're going to help you because everyone starts from nothing, and they'll give you some good advice to point in the right direction. And then it's just out there starting off, like doing it for free, coaching your mates, just getting experience. Because the more experience you do it, you're going to fail, you're going to learn new things, and you just got to build your knowledge and then keep going with it and then progress over time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I'd probably start off doing it for free and just like get some experience doing it, especially if you haven't done like one-to-one, because it's not one-to-one's not a necessity to be an online coach. It's not. Like, there's a lot of top level coaches out there now that don't have don't do one-to-one. But just doing it for free, like for like your mates or your family members, and then you can just build up some transformations, get into like a solid routine of like your systems and how to set people up, how to do check-ins, before like taking on like other clients and charging sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because the moment you start charging someone, you need to give them value for money.
Yeah.
So you can't be, oh yeah, like I think my service is worth this much, but then like they get the service that you're supposed to be paying for, and if it's not up to scratch, people will just leave you within a couple of months.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just want to do as much as you can to benefit the client, and then they'll appreciate it, and just go the extra mile. Don't just do the bare minimum if you want to do well in coaching.
Yeah. Kai, have you got one?
What for coaching?
Yeah. Tell me.
Enter big man Kai.
Try and have some sort of niche. I don't know if it's been said, but try. It's definitely been said, hasn't it?
Yeah, I said that.
Try and do something a little bit different to someone else, because otherwise, why you basically? Yeah, that'd be my tip.
Thanks, Kai, for the input.
Expand on the previous topic.
Yeah.
I just expand on things in general. Right. Look aside.
Right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good.
Next question. I can do it.
That was a good amount of info for that guy.
One. So, what age did you start lifting? You can give a little bit of like a timeline, because obviously I know all of us probably started training, then kind of went off and then started again. Like, to give like a little brief summarized history.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go on then.
I started training probably the latest out of everyone. I started training at like 17, 18, but I kind of did it more as a social side. So I was just going to the gym for social side. Literally had no idea what I was doing.
But
yeah, basically. I just yeah, basically. And then as I got older, I like saw some games like, this could be onto something. So I kind of got hooked.
Became more attracted to males than females.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then I started doing it properly, probably like early 20s, and then ever since then, doing it like consistently, and definitely helped out.
Yeah, Charlie.
So it started when I was like 17, just about to turn 18. Not really taking it seriously like at all. Then just like progressively getting a bit more into it, and then lockdown came, like the first original lockdown. Didn't train for like 2 months. Then just spent loads of time learning on like the JP site, and then like as soon as like they opened again, boom, like full on serious everything. And then a few months after that, hooked up with AJ, and ever since then, it's just been absolute day in day out bodybuilding.
Yeah, buddy. So I first like stepped foot in the gym, and I got my first ever pump when I was 12 years old. So yeah, I know, right? I literally like, when you're like a kid, you don't really know how to have tension. You go, oh, look at my arms. You don't really
just like.
Yeah, I actually knew how to like tense my arms and stuff. Like I used to have like little baby boulders. I always just had the little baby boulder biceps, and then I also did like loads of sports. So then like I started training for like rowing and football when I was like 14, 15. Not doing like not really weights, but I was still going to the gym pretty regularly. And then I'd say as I was 16, turning 17, like summer going into sixth form, that's when I really started training religiously. And I didn't get into like the actual, I'd say, full-on bodybuilding style lifestyle, like the eating, the food, like the recovery, that kind of stuff, till I was 20. Like, would have been the year, it would have been probably 2020.
Yeah.
And end of 2020, I started really getting back into things again, and that's when I went full blast. Yeah.
Cool. Good one, James.
Let's go on.
What is your morning routine?
Right, let's make it. No shit, okay?
Okay. Am I gonna do a work day or a non-work day?
Just do an average day, whatever you feel like. Do your most busy day.
Most busy day.
Yeah.
All right.
Timestamp on.
Huh? You want times as well?
Just go time, what you do, and then move to the next thing.
All right. 5:45, get up. 6, like shower, make my bed, everything like that. 6:15, go downstairs, eat meal 1. Then about 6:45, prep all my food like that I'm going to take with me. Then 7:15, leave, get to work for 8. And yeah, then just crack on with work when I get to work.
To the gym.
Yeah, I can do check-ins at the gym. So,
James, I know you're a man of a strong morning routine.
Yeah, but I don't have it all nailed down to exact time though. But I'll reel it off anyway. So I wake up about. I have a set time frame from like 6:30 till 7 because my clock wakes me up by light. I've got this sick clock. Let me show you. This clock, yeah.
Whoa, hang on. So he has this all fancy and singing and dancing clock, but he won't wear blue light blockers. What's going on?
Facts.
Yeah, I do need to get some, but I don't look like a novice.
Just got to embrace
it. Just jealous. You're jealous, man.
Well, anyway, stop interrupting my morning routine. So, so what that does wake me up by the sunlight. So I'm waking up feeling fresh, no nasty alarm, and I don't go on my phone for the first hour of the day because it's just not good to just go on Instagram and that kind of stuff. So what I do, wake up, have breakfast. I usually journal, to be fair. I'll journal something down here, 3 things I want to achieve, 1 thing that I'm grateful for, and then eat my breakfast, come up, start doing some coaching work, and then I'll go on my phone, maybe post something on Instagram stories to try to get some more clients, and then, yeah, basically carry on my day.
Decent.
Solid. Josh, go.
I'd say, so let's just say it's a training day, probably wake up. I think my days are quite different now. So say it's a day that let's say it's like a Monday, I think. So I'll probably wake up at, especially it's my routines now. So I'll wake up at 8, then I'll literally like rinse my hair, get to the gym, do cardio, and then I'll come home, have meal 1, then go back to the gym for about 10, and then I'll do my first client of the day. Then I'll come, depends if I've got 1 or 2, and then I'll come back home. On the way back, I'll study about 11 o'clock, and then I usually make pre-workout meal at 12. So my mornings are quite hectic because I go to and from the gym twice.
Fair enough. Right.
Yes.
Good. Next question. What splits do we all follow?
Okay.
Who's from? Me? Right. Okay. So mine's across an 8-day split, so it's not 7 days. It's not like set days. It just keeps rolling. So it goes push, pull, rest, legs, rest, push, density, rest. Density is like quads, hamstrings, back, glutes, biceps. Big old session.
Big day.
My body be like, bro, where am I sending this blood?
Huh?
Your body's be like, okay, well, first we get an arse pump, then we get a bicep pump. Like,
It's not in that order.
I know, so I'm saying, like, the fact that the blood would just jump from one side of the body to the other. That's what the only reasons I say about splits. It's the only thing I'm against doing upper and lower together in one session. It's just simply because of the blood shunting effect. Like your body sends obviously all the blood into the area you're training because obviously for recovery and obviously for energy. So let's say you train quads, well, and then also so let's say you train like legs and you do like shoulders at the end, whatever. So you just send all the blood into your legs, which is obviously a large muscle group, and it's your blood's there to obviously supply oxygen, but then also to potentiate the recovery, obviously. So then you then switch to your shoulders, and then your blood basically, I feel like the blood doesn't get full chance to actually like give out the full recovery process, if that makes sense, because it's then got to go up to the shoulders, which is literally the other side of the body.
But then if it means training that muscle group twice a week rather than once, I'd say it's worth it.
One of those things where like it's a frequency thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I just don't like it. I'm not against. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. I'm not saying you're not going to get gains from it. It's not like that. It just seems I personally, for my own programming, prefer to keep it separate if you can.
Yeah.
Because I did consider doing like arms and legs in the same day, but I was like, I just can't.
Yeah, like I have bicep work on legs because I've got shit biceps.
That's what I mean. So it's like I couldn't do that.
Just more volume, mate.
I feel like little muscle groups like that, you can just throw them in at the end of every workout. Like side delts, you can just throw them in if they're a weak spot.
James, what's your split?
So my split, push, back and biceps, legs, rest, chest and back, delts and arms, and then rest.
It's decent. So yeah, and then my split is Monday legs, Tuesday rest, Wednesday push and arms, Thursday rest, Friday back, Saturday shoulders, Sunday arms. So training shoulders and arms twice a week, and then I'm resting on days I'm up at 5 a.m.
Fair enough. Mr. Kai, what is your split?
My split is shoulders, triceps
On what day?
Friday, legs Saturday, chest and biceps Sunday, back Wednesday.
Interesting.
Solid.
How to get wham.
How to get wham 101.
There's the split.
There's the secret split. It's the forbidden split. Might get too big. Anyway, yeah. Right. Let's finish off with one more. We've gone over, but fuck it, we'll finish with one more, just because it's a quick one. This is one of the only good questions I actually got. So, after the recent deaths in bodybuilding, are you scared of taking steroids?
Josh, do you want to start on this one since you're going to be a gearhead soon?
So, Kai, you sort of like you're not sure yet, are you?
I think it's too early to say like never.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
All right. Well, someone has already like said basically like as the end of next season, so as the end of 2023, as if things all go to plan, I will be starting my first cycle coming off comp. So yeah, I'd say the only things I say doesn't scare me is because I know how over the top I'm going to be with my health markers and my blood work, side effects and whatnot. Like I'm not planning on doing this blindfolded and like ignorantly. I'm going to be taking this fully seriously, and I will be spending as much money as I can to make sure I stay as healthy as possible throughout the process. Another reason I'm not becoming an open bodybuilder who weighs 300 pounds. I do not have the genetics for that, no matter how much gear I took anyway. So I'm kind of not too worried about one of the aspects being obviously your body weight, because obviously has a large amount of stress on your heart and your cardiovascular system in general. I know probably the heaviest I'll probably go will probably be about 230, 250 if I'm lucky. And then again, talking about the whole like gear aspect, I'm not planning on doing stupid cycles like obviously I'm with Josh Bridgman now. Obviously, from guessing anyone who watches the podcast will probably know who he is. And he doesn't preach like large cycles. He preaches minimum effective dosage on everything, and then being sensible with your titration of compounds as you go through. So I'm not too worried. Obviously, it's still a bit scary to think like obviously the chance is there. Like I'd be stupid to think there's absolutely zero chance of me being surviving, or even if not taking years off my life. But at the end of the day, like it's what I want to do. I want to be an IFBB pro. I want to win pro shows. Like, so I know that's what I've got to do. So it doesn't bother me,
Yeah, it's fair enough.
As someone who is unsure,
I'm
I'm guessing you agree with everything I've said, but I'm guessing you probably add some stuff on.
I don't really have any current. Like, you stop. Like in terms of my natural progress, it's been pretty quick, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. So for me, there's no real interest in the near future, but I'm not going to be like, it's never going to happen because I don't know in 5 years' time where I'll be. But
I've also trained.
Yeah.
I would also train for 7 or 8 years at that point. So it's not like I'm doing it after like 2 years of training in the gym.
it's a big decision.
So in terms of the whole like, is it the right time because of like age, muscle maturity, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, and then James, Charlie, what about you guys?
For me, I would only do it if there was going to be a financial gain. Like other than that, there's no necessity for me to. I don't want to compete. I'd only be taking it to look better, and that's just dumb.
Realistically, you probably eventually go on TRT for like health benefits.
Yeah.
Not going on cycle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for my goals, like, I don't really need to and don't have a necessity to do it. So it's really a dumb decision.
Yeah. And then Charlie, the self-proclaimed Natty King.
Natty King. Probably. Well, most definitely not. Because I've got huge goals.
Changes.
Huh?
Unless absolutely like anything life-changing, dramatic changes.
Yeah, like I've got huge goals in like natural bodybuilding that I have to tick off first, and that will probably be like a few like too many years, and by that point, like it will be too late to do well in like the IFBB and like get the pro card. By that point, it's like
basically you need to get your pro card before you're 30, otherwise your actual pro career and your peak is going to be quite short.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather be a good natural bodybuilder than an average / shit assisted one, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is why.
Yeah, that's also another thing I was going to say. Like my goal is to get my pro card by the time I'm 26, 27, so in about 5 years' time. And then the goal is basically I want to be finished bodybuilding like competitively and out by the time 235.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on taking this into my 40s. I'm in for my peak and then I'm out.
Yeah, that's sensible.
Like there's no point at that point after because I feel everything because like my goal is I know I haven't got I'm pretty sure I don't have the ability to win an Olympia as a men's physique guy or
So you may just react insanely.
unless
Your receptors may be unreal.
Which obviously isn't there is a good chance, but it's not guaranteed. My goal is just to win a pro show and come first and qualify. I've got like for me that would be like incredible. Like that's I mean again like that's as far as my goals stand right now. Obviously like as I said maybe a few years later maybe I realize crap maybe I do actually have but for now it's not really I don't think it's really within reason, so for now I'm going to set myself to something that's still a very high goal but something that's obviously still achievable because I do think I can do it.
Yeah, so if you believe in yourself, then no reason why you can't.
Yeah. Right. Well, we've just had an entrance from the part, haven't we? You literally cannot see his face.
It's a ball of fluff.
Harness, got camo.
What harness? Can't
Mate.
see.
Oh. No, I'm almost done. Sorry, my mum wants to make a protein shake, so I think we're done. Well, I think we're done anyway. I think that kind of wraps up the question anyway.
Well, that's basically
Yeah.
questions.
Right. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure as always. Hi, signing off as your. We'll get him on as a proper guest and actually we'll get him involved next time. This was a surprise.
I was a spectator on this one.
Yeah.
Spectating sport.
Yeah, spectator. Yeah. Anyway, right, guys. Well, the usual. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Leave a rating if you do, decide to do so.
We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys next time. In a bit.